Hi everybody and welcome to Ascension to Love with Alice. Today we are just going to be looking at the topic of when you get irritated. Does this ever happen? You get irritated because someone's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, right? And this is very, very pertinent right now in the year that this is being recorded, which is the year 2020. You know, there's much contrasting information out there. There is much conflicting opinions, right? There is much science saying one thing and science saying another thing, and spirituality saying one thing and spirituality saying another thing, and there's a lot of judgment flying about. And one of the most interesting things that is happening this year is not really to do with the science or the politics of what's unfolding this year, but it's often to do with whether someone is wearing something or not. This is the main thing that I'm being asked about by my clients right now, and I just wanted to bring a video to light here. Oftentimes, in this world that we live in, we are in the process of transcending duality and returning to union, returning to that unity consciousness, returning to that unconditional love, that fifth dimension frequency, consistently at that fifth dimension frequency, right? And in so doing, you know, we're having to transcend the 3D level, right? And the 3D level is that fear and that separation. The whole purpose of this incarnation was very much about, you know, we've just got to the end of the last fall of Atlantis, which happened over 10,000 years ago when the Golden Era was, right? And the actual finalization of before the reset was in 2012. But the whole process that we went through was very much kind of, you know, can we remain connected to love and to our faith whilst being physically present in a human body? Can we maintain that fifth dimension or higher frequency in a human body without fear coming in, without separation coming in? But guess what happened, right? Fear came in, and that's okay. So we're now in these bodies that started as a base level in the third dimension, in that fear, that separation, that greed, that all about me, that that those thoughts. But what we don't often talk about is the subtleties of how that can project and how a wounded or distorted version of love and care can come across. Often being shown right now as to whether someone is wearing something here or not. Okay? Because if you're going by the general consensus of what is being broadcast through media, news channels, etc., by people in positions of power, not all people, but majority of people in positions of power, it's you're wearing this to protect the other person. They're pulling on that emotional heartstrings, like, oh, I'm doing this for someone else. It gives me an opportunity to externalize and project my worries onto someone else, because now I've got a reason to judge someone if they don't wear one, right? So taking away any aspect of science and whether it's effective, whether it's not effective, that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is why it makes you feel better, or does it, to have that judgment? Is that triggering to hear that word, judgment? Because I bet for some people watching this that are feeling triggered by someone not wearing something here, can be very, very triggering to say that they are judging them. But let me elaborate. And bear with me, do stick with me. If you see someone and you think, that person's not doing what they should be doing. I'm following the rules, I'm doing what I'm told to do. But they're not doing it. What does it actually really bring up in you? Is it love? Or is it fear? Is it fear that they've got a braveness about them to honor their own truth? Is it that you're shocked or worried that they have the gall and audacity to resonate with something different to yourself and not follow the crowd? What But what if it was the other way around? What if you don't wear anything here and you look at someone who does and goes, they're just a sheep. They're following what they're being told to do, but they've not got any inner power. Right? Because that's a lot of what's coming through here. There's that separation on a very basic level happening. And it's happening from both sides, right? Because that's the thing, is that people are seeing it as sides, and it's not. We are one race of humanity. We are one planet in one, solar system. The whole solar system is ascending through this. This isn't just one individual person or one race or one species. This is the whole of you, the whole of your race, the whole of your species, the whole of your planet. So that's including the trees, the animals, the birds, the fish, the whole planet system as well. And until we get to a point where we can look at someone else and not see what is externally being projected, externally being worn, externally being emitted, until we can get to that point, if and when we are still judging, and again I use that word judging, we have to pause in that moment and catch that thought pattern as it appears, as you notice a separation aspect, as you notice a difference. For long enough it would be colour of skin. For millennia it's been the gender that you are, right? It's been many, many things through many different times and many different eras and many different cycles, many different experiences of this planet. But the whole point is, if you can focus your sight on seeing only the light that is within that is within that person, then that's what's going to be enhanced within you. That's what's going to give you a new breath of life, a new sense of freedom, a new sense of love, of understanding, of compassion. That's what's going to clear your channel enough to allow any woundings that you have, that any blocks that you have, to start to release themselves. Abundance blocks, health blocks, love, happiness, freedom, joy. Right? So I say this to many people, the light in you is all I see. Say that mantra over and over and over again. Connect with your monadic self, connect with your I am presence. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. If ever you're out and about and fear strikes, you're worried about what someone else might say or what someone else might do, let me tell you this, do you ever go around, and some of you may do, but what are the chances that when you're going around, say you're going around getting some groceries or food or something like that, and how much time are you spending trying to remember what it is that you need versus literally looking at everyone and going, oh, that person's wearing that top today, that person's got their hair like this, that person's doing that. And there will be the odd one or two that will joke and say, oh yeah, I do that. But realistically, you're focusing on, okay, well, what am I needing to get for dinner? What does my kid need? What does, how much money do I have to spend on this? Whatever it is, you're focusing on whatever it is. And that's the same for everyone else in that same place. No one's worrying about what you're wearing. But if they are, it's because you are worrying about what is happening, right? Does that make sense? If you're going in just focusing on doing what you need to do and just spreading joy and spreading love and spreading light, that's what's going to be reflected back to you. But if you're going in focusing on the flaws that you perceive in other people, really it's highlighting the flaws that are within yourself. It's highlighting the wounding that is there within yourself that wants to be healed. That separation that is stopping you from ascending. Forgiveness is the key to ascension. That's why it's been taught by so many spiritual leaders, past, present, future. Because the key to ascension is in our hearts, and the thing that blocks our heart is judgment. And to clear judgment, what do we need to do? We need to forgive, because that's how we let love in. So you guys, I hope this message resonates. I hope you take something from it today that will help you, that will help unlock your heart. If you are looking for some guidance, some clarity, you wish to book a one-to-one, if you're looking for some healing, quantum healing, anchor removals, past life, soul retrieval, if any of that resonates with you, do check out my services listed in the box below, or if you're on Facebook, then it'll be in the services tab. All you need to do is send me a message and we'll have a chat, okay? All you need to do is send me a message to inquire about whatever, or send me an email, right? My email address is listed below. I love you all so, so much. Thank you for being here. It's such an honor for me to be here. The light in you is all I see, because the light in me is all I see as well. And that's how it works. Bye for now, you guys. Namaste.